Hello, Professor Bright here, right in the middle of the ocean, because, that seems like a sensible time to, pause and wait for a moment. Now, we are going to be headed back to London, but, there's a frigate right here, so, might as well make some money by sinking it. For the good of London and the security of shipping in the area. Yes, that is why I am firing on them. Oh, and what I suspect is going to be the Khanate. Maybe that return trip to London can wait a little bit. Oh, wasn't paying attention and got shot for my troubles. Nope, 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 nope. Well, I just need one more shot on you and you're gone. And gone. Well, those vessels in these seas aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Supplies, a little bit of fuel, a little more fuel. Do like this description. Coke. Like coal, but more so, as the Department of Infernal Rarefactions would have it. Sounds reasonable to me. And let's take a little look at the Khanate. I have no doubt. Yes, I have no doubt. I have no doubt they have some fun things for us. And there's the copper quarter, which I don't quite see how I'm going to access. There you are. Apparently we've discovered Eagle. Ah, there it is. Far northerly. I do like their music. Not as great as London's music, of course, but, what could be. Of course we're being watched. We're a foreign ship, and foreigners are not welcome in Khan's heart, London's rival. An oasis of light in the salt-black wastes. Canals thread the painted city, street lamps glow and water taxis putter. We could seek a commercial license, but, well, it's quite expensive. Let's seek one anyway. Ah, yes, Khan's glory. Well, we could try to gather a report. It's a high-risk challenge with our low veils, but 30%'s pretty good. Nope. A little suspicious of us. We'll keep pushing it. Come on. Yeah. Let's wander Khan's heart now that we've got that little report. Oh dear. This is familiar to us. You're cornered by a screaming, cheerful woman in a sort of lacquer-armored fish suit. As far as you can make out, she was attacked in the Moon Canal by something with tentacles. She still has this tentacled thing slung over her shoulder. For some reason, she is determined that you should purchase it. You plead, evade, offer her nothing but the smallest coins, but she is relentless. Tentacles it is, then. And continue. I think that is all that we can do here. And we could take a look at Khan's glory. Not much to get there, though. As we remember, they're quite expensive. They want things we don't have access to at the moment because we're just a poor captain. Again. Oh, hey. The Byzantium. I'm pretty sure that's a London ship. Weird that they're out this far, easterly. How far easterly are we out? Yeah, this is actually... We are much further out than I thought we were. Oh, I know it's a new captain, but maybe we just press on and see what the edge of the map has? I mean, there's no real reason not to. Maybe not. Maybe not just yet. But someday. Let's go to Khan's shadow first. Long ago, the Khanate turned its back on its warrior traditions. Compile a port report. So many malcontents, so little time. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, and poeting. Now and then a drunken duel. Very occasionally a savage ritual murder. Such a lovely place. Now, though, I think it's time we get back to London. Let's head a little bit southwest. Yeah, we'll do a... We took a bit of a circuitous path to Khan's heart. Huh. Well, southwest, and we'll see what's around here. Nuncio. Oh. I mean, at least to have it on our map. I remember this is the place with the Postman. Fine place indeed. And that rat barge, unless I am much mistaken. I think we take it. I think we can take it. The ships are easy to get rid of. It's the monsters that are just impossible. Listen to that music. Yeah, neither of us liked that position. Wow. Really? Really, friend? This is not my best performance, but, you know. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that this is a newer enemy for us. We destroyed a rat barge. She's a vile... Just as before, she's a vile old vessel, and these seas aren't safe. So, what do they got? Some sort of barrel. Oh, a firkin of honey. It's what they call prisoner's honey, wrung by the lamplighter bee from the exile's rose. Wonder who made up all these names, remarks able seaman Carget. Someone who's read a sight too many books, I'm thinking. Yep. Prisoner's honey lets you into people's dreams. Or at least lets you into dreams. Ah, Nuncio. You're a fascinating little place. Oh, and another barge. I'm thinking I could go for some... I could really use some supplies now that I'm looking at it. So, you want to be obliging? I think you do. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't go that fast. You can just slow down. Take your time. Come on. There we go. And we'll put the light on just so we can target them down faster. Come on, just a few more shots. Still kind of used to the frigates, which are much easier to kill. This is a very weirdly... This has got to be weird from other people's perspective. I don't think this is how ships are meant to fight. I've got a feeling this is not what World War I era ships were like. Oh, more wine. Oh yeah, we have wine, don't we? Well, let's stop on by, see how they're doing here. Nuncio, do not return, sender. Ah, Nuncio. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rats' eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Of course we'll assemble a report. There's the statue in the middle of the island. That's hard to miss. There's the way everyone wears a uniform, and the way they call each other by the ranks in the postal service. There's the way the port authorities refer to regulations. There's the jargon, the curious habit of referring to any used-up thing as cancelled, as though the whole world were made of stamps. You write about vestigial bureaucracy, and about trappings of order retained far from home. Far away indeed. Let's go to the tavern. And listen in on tall tales. Well, should probably inform you guys of where we are. We're at the Inky Blotter, lit by 2 roaring fires, one at either end of the room. The bartender is in postman's uniform, like almost all the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. Listen in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away, and postmen brag about hard deliveries. Amazing what you get for a penny stamp. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance. Letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days. Running. 22 days running it is. The windows they pried open, the servants they bribed, the delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients. Stands to reason, if the message were a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. So we're getting on. We're getting along with these people. Why's the local currency consist of rats? 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy under the bar. Scarcity's not an issue. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly, or maybe it's just the lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, in prayer to an ancient deity of the place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd guess this is a story they often tell to newcomers. Very nice. And, about that, big statue. It's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled for more of an explanation than that, though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all. That he used to have a different face and a more old-fashioned outfit. We could ask why she's hairless. Legacy of some interestingly explosive package, perhaps. Bit of a faux pas. No, she says, curt, not pleased you ask. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nuncio. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people here find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postwoman is still glaring at you. Oh, there must be more than this. Ask how they all occupy themselves all day. Dead letter office. Big building, center of town. Hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. Do they have more tall tales? Nope, just the same. Oh wow, I could borrow a uniform. Oh my. I could join them. I think I have to. I mean, how could I not? Ask to borrow a uniform. If you're to fit in here, you'll need one. Look but not touch. They're polite, even apologetic about your request. You're welcome here, and you're welcome to take shifts at the dead letter office, but you cannot wear the uniform unless you were a postal employee back in Fallen London. Regulations. Blunt Thomas lets you have a look at his uniform jacket, at least. Neat stitching, gilded buttons, a thin but dignified circle of braid at the collar. Inside, a patch that goes over the heart, stitched with 6 red letters. You can't read it, but it makes your eyes itch and your scalp feel like burning. Interesting. A patch over the heart that I suspect has correspondence letters stitched into it. What have you been up to, London? Maybe part of the reason that they come here is because of that little patch on their uniform. I am quite curious. Quite curious indeed. Let's see. I'll try a shift at the dead letter office. There's a sign of a cancelled stamp over the door. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business, a much larger set of black back offices, where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted, a dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine manned, or ratted, by a postal rat, a ratus faber, in a pinstriped hat. It shovels sludge-damp letters into the machine's hopper, and they come out dried, cleaned, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality of paper. Now, we could offer them employment. He asks that as a favor, and she sounds well trained and eager. Of course, we'll let your niece on. Why not? The strongest possible recommendation. The postal rat is grateful and says so at length and in a variety of ways. Only so much work to go around on Nuncio. She keeps asking to assist me here, but as you can see, a gesture at heaps of loose gears and unhooked chains. I hardly require any assistance, and my research is at so delicate a stage. But she is an excellent worker, very bright, like her mother. Oh, yes. We could, So, oh dear. So we've employed her, and to use her, we need a pneumatic rat delivery device. Which I think basically would be a pneumatic tube that you stick rats in. That's kind of cruel. But, I can go for that. Let's do some more shift work. Oh. Ah, yes. The fellow manning collections looks awake for half a second when you come in, till he realizes you're here to relieve him. Oh. So we can already ask for a key to the basement. There are doors in the dead letter office that you've never seen open. Surely you can be trusted. No trouble at all. He's surprised by the request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one ever asks for a key. We'll cut you a new one. Just be careful in there. And come out if you start to feel wrong. Of course we open the back rooms. The key is warm in your pocket. Deep and deeper. You'd expected a few shelves of supplies, more files of letter. A few years older, perhaps? No. It is a pit, so deep that lantern light does not show the bottom. A spiral walkway descends along its wall, and that spiral opens wider as it goes, as if you were looking through the narrow end of a very large shell. Lining this wall are shelves and nooks, unevenly sized. Some are a few inches square and contain single scrolls of papyrus. Others support crates bigger than coffins. They're made of a woody fungus, grown to meet requirements. There are no marks of carpentry or any of the postal rat's handiwork. 3 turns down the spiral, and you feel you can't breathe. Time to leave. You can come back later, maybe. Yes, let's chat. Tell the postal rat about our basement findings and gives us something new to chat about. He's troubled, but not surprised. They say that's been there since before we came. Before there were Londoners underneath, before there was a dead letter office. There was someone else, and they built the last layer on top of what was there before, and so on. When you press him a little further, he says, I've been down there, didn't like it much, but I wanted to test my machine. Thought if it could handle some of the very old dead letters, that would be a good sign, you know. Evidence the machine was in working order, good, strong sorting categories, and so forth. He pauses. There's letters down there that set your hair on fire if you so much as look at them. See the bald patch on my left leg? That wasn't a machine accident. Oh no. That singed right off as soon as I put my nose into one of them letters. Now we're familiar with the flaming letters. Oh, thank you. See, this is one of the reasons I kind of wish I was the natural philosopher. I have like double the chance, but let's see what the consequences are. We'll descend into the basement with mirrors, arrange contraptions, divert light, illuminate what has been dark a long time. Oh, that's quite the consequence. Your contraption of fires and mirrors is clever, but insufficient. By the 12th spiral, you're walking in darkness, and there's no knowing what might be waiting for you below. Gained 15 terror. So I guess we're not going to brute force that one. They got shops? They do, but nobody that buys wine or honey. So, now what?